angry.
We
We
don't
can do that
Yahoo
at any
down
given
here.
time.
You've used your
We
last
don't Yahoo that in my yeehaw, partner.
All right, we are live now.
Oh
Oh.
no, let's make
So
fun
does
of
that
people
mean
in
they
Texas
caught
more.
my idiotic cross-eyed fucking you used your last
No, I
song?
think it missed that.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
that's a shame.
Oh no, we're live?
Oh,
We are
no.
live.
I guess it was for the best. It was kind of mildly racist against Texans or some shit.
I don't know. I don't know if
Texans are
that's a
racist?
protected class.
Good, it shouldn't be, but they act like it should be.
I mean, when I lived in Texas, I also wanted it to be my own country.
I mean, I was born in Texas, so be careful.
Oh god, I'm sorry for your loss. No wonder why you're so fucked up.
And we just lost all our Texan followers.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We had Texan followers. We did have one, right? Or is that just his name?
I don't know.
He lived in Texas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hello, welcome to another scintillating episode of Scarlet Sash Stories.
We're happy to have all 49 states of you here.
Yeah.
And very unhappy for
and
one of you.
Guam, Puerto Rico, outlying territories.
Oh
also,
yeah.
Also
Even
happy
people
for
in the
those.
Philippines and Japan.
Even DC, you know, we don't judge you.
Yeah,
for your choice.
DC.
DC's rad, yeah.
Aren't you like 52 states?
There's only
There's-
50 states.
Yeah, there's a lot of weirdo like colonies and other
Yeah.
archaic, horrible things
Yeah,
that we
like
still
Puerto
do.
Rico.
Cool, but fuck Alaska just because they're so big and think they're cooler than us because it's so cold all the time.
Listen,
I mean, it gets
Nacho,
hot in
we-
the summer.
They are cooler than you.
Does it get hot in the summer? I
Yeah.
think they're still relatively cool.
Listen, Nacho, we run the whole world. Some of them just don't know.
Girls,
Girls.
we run the world.
Girls.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Girls.
Obviously not Hunter. He's not one of the girls. I, however, am. I participate in work girl talk, and it's great. I love it.
So it's been 3 weeks since we've had everybody here, and 2 weeks since we've played. And we finally have reconstructed the Scarlet Sash cast for a full cast
Whoa.
episode.
I need to do that.
And
Welcome to Heart and the Mean Girls.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty exciting because we got a lot going on. So briefly, recap of what happened 2 weeks ago. We did a little bit of stuff without Nesgrin being piloted by Nacho, and most of it was stuff with the soul gun and that kind of stuff. And yeah, ended with Celine shooting the consciousness of a lower four-legged rat into the unsouled body of a Skurzak and allowing the rat soul to populate the Skurzak. And the first word that it uttered as its consciousness spread through this new vast network of neurons was mother, looking at Celine, which is probably bad in the grand
Wretched.
scheme of things.
Yeah.
No, I just
Definitely.
imagine it's
So excited. And
It's
everyone's
gonna
gonna be like,
into-
what is wrong with Celine? Is she actually being motherly with decent instincts? And there's the fucked up thing.
Yeah.
no, since it literally ended canonically when it said mother, it's just gonna break into the Danzig song. It's gonna be
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Mother. And also, so I had to write down a lot of this stuff because we've created a slightly complicated situation here. So we have
We have something Hunter never expected, and that's the best part.
we have Celine in the Skurzak body of the scientist who was doing soul research here at the tower. We have Ardron, Nesgrin's brother, in the body of a Skurzak subject who was hooked up to this machine. He was the first to Skurzak out. We have the rat child, and I think I remember you put the rat's consciousness in the other subject.
Yeah, and
then
the small rat.
Yeah, and then freed them. Okay, yeah. So then, so the rat child is in the other rat subject body. You have Corna with you. You have taken the tower. Things that are still
forgot something very important.
Cody's wolf died.
Yep.
The researcher is in the rat body.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry,
in
yeah.
a jar.
You have, at his request, put the researcher, the soul scientist, which is actually a really good like R&B band name.
Soul scientist. I like that.
That's good.
Sick.
Yeah, put him in the small rat body at his request because it would be most familiar, and could be kept prisoner in a jar. And so yeah, you guys are still at the tower. Corna is with you. Lillian is super hurt. Hart had a heart-to-heart conversation with the scientist, in earshot of Nabeen, and isn't sure what all Nabeen was overhearing of that conversation.
You know what's awful? Chris doesn't know what Nabeen overheard anymore either. I wrote down,
good.
remember that you overheard something.
Well, that's good.
I hate this stuff.
Yeah, so
That's right. Yeah.
when Celine went outside to catch a rat, Lillian went outside with Corna, and was there someone else, or was it just you and Corna went outside?
No, I came out later. Celine like, I'm gonna go find a rat, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Me and Corna
Celine
were the only
for ya."
two people.
Yeah, so
outside.
it was Lillian
Yeah.
and Corna outside, and Corna was having doubts about the whole operation, looking at the the body of her long lost god. And so Celine comes out, and then up in the tower, it was Nesgrin and Ardron having their own conversation about who gets to keep the half of the soul that each of them is worried about sharing. And so it was Nabeen and Hart and the captured, bound soul scientist, and he basically was talking to Hart about how futile this whole plan was, and asking questions about, why are you here, etc., etc. And Hart revealed that he kept his miasma. So when he died and critically succeeded on, I don't remember exactly what check it was, but this like revival check at the hands of Corna, away from the perception of any being, enshrined the miasma in his heart, where nobody could see or detect it right now. And so you are one of now 3 people who know that Hart is still carrying this chaos infused, sentient, god slaying fungus within his body.
That Celine doesn't know. She would have been so excited.
Yeah, and everybody else is under the impression that when Hart came back from the dead, that it was gone, that he had expelled it, and become cleansed. And yeah, so you overheard that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, that's sort of where we are right now. The gang is all gathered in the tower or slightly outside of it. We should do our little safety tool check-in. If there's any big changes to I thought
No taint tickling. I got taint tickled so hard my taint oh fuck.
That's
My
what you
taint did
that's
not
what you
ever
get
roll
for
six.
being
I bet you rolled one of those yesterday, man.
I know.
We
Oh
all
my
agreed
god.
to roll a 3. What happened?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
you missed the
this is-
memo.
It's just coming back because with fucking altitude, it's like, you deserve a 6 now when you don't need it.
Yeah,
That was. I'm so proud of you guys. That was so cool.
Dude, that was so
that game was so amazing. I want
It
to
was
play
a
it
ton
like
of fun.
4,000 more times.
And me being a gambler really paid off when I have shit luck, and it was a day of shit luck.
Yeah, so-
it was your gambling that fucked my life over too.
It really did. I
Oh,
tried
this
to help
goes.
you reach your dream in the end. It just
You
didn't
did.
work out, and I traumatized everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to a Fiends and Friends community friend. The TTRPG Altitude is out now on itch.io, written by Colin. He game mastered it on Wednesday for Nate and Chris on our Fleeting Fiends show. It was really, really cool. And you can go buy it right now, and you should, because it's excellent.
You can also check out the other 6-string games. That
Yeah.
Do that
Great
thing,
cats.
guys.
They publish a lot of very neat things.
Yeah.
Stray Cats.
Saw that anime.
So yeah, when you guys started rolling dice, it to me it seemed like what I was asking, like, oh, are there any updates to the safety tool? And everybody started rolling dice, and I was like, oh, are you like checking? like let me look at my table of things that I need to
Yeah.
to.
Sorry, if I get a 6, then you cannot have drowning.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah,
We
so
decided to work some things out between ourselves
yeah,
without your knowledge.
you've unionized.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we rolled for fortune points, and so I get 2 of them because of Nate's blunder.
Thank you, Nate.
Sorry, guys.
All done.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, are there any questions that you guys have, or like pertinent details that we should retread?
I do have one. Is there a nearby grocery store? I'm gonna need diapers and formula.
So that's an interesting. We've done a lot of interesting conversations about like souls and consciousness, and
I just realized how accurate that diaper part might be because rats normally just kind of go.
well, yeah, and you probably couldn't tell from looking at the rat how old it was, because I don't know what Celine's internal rat anatomy knowledge is,
I don't know.
but after like the first few weeks of a rat's life, it looks effectively the same for the next 20 years or something like that.
Bro, I think you overestimate a rat's lifespan. Holy shit.
Nah,
dude.
man.
Maybe in this game, but in the real world, it is short.
They can live
There's a
pretty
few
long.
years. I think I live like 6-7 years.
The expected
if they're-
lifespan of a brown rat is 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captivity, it's probably, I think Cody's probably right. Probably 6 to 7.
Yeah.
So. And that's like really being taken care of, I think. So 20 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Most like rodents like that don't live very long, sadly.
But if we're
Most
talking,
of them also aren't like mutated. Just
Yeah.
a thought.
well, and
It's a magic rat, bitch.
and in like
It is now.
in dog years, you expect a dog to fully mature more rapidly than a human, and so
Yeah.
in this case, we're even more expedited in what you would expect.
So in rat years, this thing could be fucking middle-aged.
Yeah, could be a well-experienced rat who is beginning to inhabit this Skurzak body. But the answer to your question is no, there's not a nearby grocery store.
Okay, maybe next time.
Well, there is. We just have to get in there.
Well, yeah, so I guess
It's down in
overlooking
that town. I know it's down
overlooking-
there in the shanty town.
Yeah, overlooking the shanty town to the west here. There's
Good
not
go
any
back to the
any.
rat.
What was that?
Good go go back with the rat trash, and we can trade for
Yeah.
diapers. And
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have
Um,
plenty of clean diapers.
I mean, how clean does it need to be?
So
know.
judgmental.
You caught me.
Just because they live in a literal pile of trash.
Yeah, right.
Sir.
And I think
And-
they probably clean a lot of trash, but I don't know if they want to clean diapers.
Well, and another question is like how much do you think Celine really is interested
Cleans
in?
herself. Yeah.
Well, yeah, pristine diapers for her rat child.
Clean diapers, no.
Oh, for her rat child.
But she doesn't want him like walking around shitting his britches all the time.
That was just me taking a dig at you.
Oh, fine.
because Celine needs the diapers
Art did
for
that
herself.
once.
No.
Did you canonically poop your pants?
No, I took a dig at Celine.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, that's gross.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
Thank you. Big yikes.
Yeah, Lillian knows
I
all
hate
about
you
it
guys so much.
Vile creatures.
now.
Be shunned from my vision, you beasts and heathens.
Yeah, so post battle, we've got Lillian very hecked up from the monsters
Yeah,
down below.
bad shape.
Some of you taken maybe a point or two on the damage track. And then
I'm a little stressed, you know.
yeah, in terms of peril, I know Celine was periled.
Oh, I'm also lightly wounded, apparently.
Yeah, because you got pretty messed up by that guy at the top of the trapdoor.
Yeah, he hit me with the flail, and I think I just barely stopped from taking a second
Yep.
layer of
And then
damage.
you gave him the old poison fingers.
Fucking cool.
Yeah.
Vile.
forgot about
Again.
that.
Yeah.
Wretched.
Yeah, the
Ah,
spider venom
Oh.
fingers.
Cool.
So you are all in control of the tower. There's still like a bunch of rat prisoners. We can come back to this. A bunch of rat prisoners in the cells that hadn't been blown up. I've sort of given you the inventory of who is what and who has what right now. Is there a game plan? Something that I hadn't mentioned or reminded you of is that you saw that airship enter this shadow space. You talked to the soul scientist about the shadow castle and what resides there. You were informed that there is a human there who is manning or commanding or doing
You kind of speak about him in awe too, like
Yeah.
some great like religious icon to them.
or
Almost.
it maybe wasn't religious.
I guess the way I should phrase that, he
Yeah.
speaks of him like zealously.
Yeah, or just like impressed or afraid of
Okay.
this other, human here who is in command of what they called the Umbral Engine.
Yeah.
And
Which I don't. Did I tell you that is literally a thing that is word for word out of Dimension 20?
no, I did not know that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a sort of a mutual design sort of thing, because I imagine you're both using it to describe a thing full of darkness.
Yeah, it's I don't remember if you guys like fully pieced this together, but all of you would have, when told about this or heard about this, thought about, oh, all of these orcs that we killed on our way here were talking about being visited by the shadows or voices from the shadows coming to them, or things like that. And so those two things pretty immediately clicked together for definitely Celine and anybody else who was there for that conversation or hears about it. So yeah, it's like as far as you know, a shadow machine of some kind that's housed in the castle and in the control of some kind of human master or something like that.
Human master, you say?
Yes. And then we can go back to our big map. You've obviously been to the trash heap right next to the head. Saw the passageway that led, right up to these catwalks and stuff near the headquarters, heavily guarded, unfortunately.
I know. I want to go see the brood mothers so bad.
Yeah, and so Celine has this crackpot plan of soul gunning a brood mother, and it's one of those like
Lord
memes.
knows.
It's one of those memes. It's like get soul gun a brood mother ? Profit. Because there's a little bit of like wishy-washiness.
I think that the confusion you seem to have, Hunter, is you're assuming that there is something between getting the gun and profit. Getting the soul, that is the profit.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens next.
The true profit
You
is me
muted,
being
Telfer.
in the brood mother's body.
The true profit is the suffering we made along the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Too.
You're just making buzzing noises now, Toph.
Oh yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah.
Friggin' Foter over here.
Question mark?
We can hear
Now
you.
good.
Yeah, you good,
I
Brad?
thought Lillian was going to say that Hunter was missing the fact that there was nothing between Celine's ears.
That's also
Yeah, that's true too.
Besides, like, evil.
Evil!
Holy evil, just
Every
Kinda
villain
evil.
is lemons.
So yeah, the broodmother comment being because you know that this headquarters area is like the center of like the research and the coordination of this whole like facility, and that the claw scrape and riptooth broodmothers generally either reside there or are there often as part of that coordination. The shantytown here, kind of on the lower belly of the Orcs God, you were told that there would be Skurzak prostitutes and various other support amenities.
That's the heart of commerce right there.
Yeah, this is very much this like multi-story, haphazard, chaotic, just nonsense rat's nest is where presumably most of the Skurzak who like work here live. Then
shit.
there's obviously the giant base of the stalk of the mushroom emerging from the chest, rib cage, heart of the god,
Yes?
into the air, giant miasma mushroom.
There are two big clans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
And
The other one.
Great
I lost
Claw.
it.
there's
Something
so
claw.
there's Riptooth,
Mhm.
Claw Scrape,
Claw
and
scrape.
then as you were coming in, you
was another.
encountered evidence of violence against a third party. That
Maybe the trash rats?
I take note.
no, they were
remember
very
that.
clearly marked as clan rats of a separate third clan, and I described what the insignia looked like.
I
don't,
think I realized it was a rat clan, but I don't think I got the name.
yeah.
I think that's what it was. 'Cause I
Um,
typed down Riptooth and Claw Scrape.
yeah,
It's
and so
something tail.
So
think-
the insignia on the dead third party rats looked like a tail in motion.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
Wiggle tail.
yeah, like a stylized.
It's a smear frame.
Yeah, exactly. And so you found that among the dead at the bottom of these cliffs here, when you were coming in, most of them were of this third clan. And so, go ahead.
You should just we should just have one of our people in a rat body just run into the middle of one of these town squares, throw a bomb, and just yell like, "Claw scrape forever!"
That's actually really smart. I like that.
Yeah, let's just institute some racial violence. Why don't we?
I do have one. I do have a question, and it's gonna throw people off, obviously, but this is important. How many rat prostitutes are there?
I mean, if I know anything about rats, I would say more than one.
Look, I don't need more than one. I need 9 or more. That's what I
9
need.
or more.
You think that there are less than 9 for a city's worth of rats?
I don't
Yeah,
know
so
Rats are
huge it is.
hoes.
you can
Rats are
Not
dirty
rabbits.
hoes.
like if Celine is like legitimately trying to judge this, you could like stepping out from the tower and just looking down this slope at this like pile of buildings and bridges and stuff. Easily with Celine's reckoning, more than 9 prostitutes.
Okay.
Just sort of on
I can't
a sense of scale.
God, I don't even know how I'd
can't-
go about that.
I can't
Like,
wait
I guess
until this just devolves into a scalping prostitution.
This is like Jack the
could
Ripper
summon
stuff.
them for research projects.
This is Celine planning to become a serial killer. And
No, this is Celine trying to get materials.
I've always
for
been
her
heading
spell. She wants to choke people.
Do they have to be alive?
at least
when
your
you
cause
scalp
is
them?
noble, right?
They don't need to be alive. It just needs to be.
Then
the
we just
scalp
check
of
the
9
alleyways.
prostitutes.
I'm sure there's a prostitute or two that's been thrown
Are
away.
you able to tell what's a rat prostitute and what's not?
Oh, we're gonna have this conversation again.
I mean, if they're in some sort of skimpy dress or nothing at all, and they're
How do
in
you
an
know it's
alleyway dead,
this is some Dimension 20 bullshit. I'm gonna make an illusion of a sexy rat.
Yes.
What constitutes a sexy rat? I want you to describe this to me. And if you do well enough, we'll let it work.
Yeah.
Got really
she
big old
did.
hips and like
She
nice
did.
eyeliner.
Well, yeah, and we had this whole conversation like not last episode, but
Yeah.
it was
couple
the one.
episodes.
It was the one where Chris was gone. So it was like 3 episodes ago when we were like trying to determine when the universe applies the modifier of prostitute to
yeah,
an
you missed a
individual.
great conversation, Chris.
Yeah.
The philosophy
can
of what
tell.
makes them a
It was
prostitute.
actually very compelling. It was like, because it has to be magically approved. What is the magically approved definition of prostitute?
Alright. Let's get back on track. Okay, so what is our next step? Do we want to
I
go
need
to
to
the...
go to bed. I mean, as you're like, we're walking back towards our guide rat that can take us back out. Like, I have deep gouges across any piece of me that is not covered in armor,
Yeah.
and deep gouges in my armor. Like those things that you
Yeah,
released
Lillian's
on us
in
nearly
no
shredded
position
us to
to fight.
fucking
Ah.
pieces.
I'm sorry, do you want a new body?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we have that
I can
capability.
get you a new
now,
body.
Lillian.
Also, if, like, I don't know where the group is going to sleep, but if, like, people are going to crash, Celine might stick around and try and get the 9 scalps by sending, like, out a rat and be like, hey, the researcher guy needs the fucking, needs some prostitutes. Bring him. It's for an experiment. It's important.
Yeah, I mean, so I would say the gang is probably not necessarily on the way back to the guide rat yet. Because Because
Yeah?
Because
We have to anyway. There's nothing else to do on this ledge.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have the tower as
Yeah,
well.
We can chill here.
I suppose that's true.
And you
We
have
can barricade the door and tend to our wounds.
We don't
here.
need even need.
I wasn't
to do
even
that.
gonna say to leave, but
We can like coerce some of the rats to like work with us. They've been encaged and experimented on.
and
can
you
blow
also
up a
have
few
the
more.
portal as well.
You know, if we need to command loyalty.
We also have the what?
The gate, the portal back to Pertswell, down in
Nothing on that?
the cave that you came in.
Nobody's down
and
with that plan?
We just can't use that too much. I've got to.
yeah, I wasn't planning to go back. I just didn't want to leave the front entrance to it unprotected.
Yeah.
Because every time they use it, that's a charge we don't get.
well, you guys set this bomb here.
Yeah, so that's an early warning system. But
Yeah.
if it exploded now, I don't think we would get there before they did if they kept on the path.
Notes for that. I know I wrote down how many uses we had.
We used like a little under half, I think.
We didn't even.
It was
do that. We
no,
had,
it
like,
wasn't that much.
Was it not?
33.
Yeah.
It was like we had like 33 and a half or something because the wolf counted as half. I
Yeah.
just don't know where I
Was it
put
that
We
many?
used
33?
6.
Yeah, we used
Yeah.
6. God damn it! Where?
And remember that's like one way.
Both ways.
No, so it's
Well, yeah, you have to spend one every
yeah,
time
you spend
go through.
one to go back and come back, so it's
Yeah.
a 2 per round trip thing.
It was
fucking
episode
lost it.
26, Nate.
So when I was saying a little under half,
helps.
yeah, the party that we took would be a little under half for a trip there and back.
So we've
40
got
would be
26 and a
accurate.
half left, Chris.
Should be
I have-
36.
36.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take 36 and a
Yeah.
half. Because I don't know where I put that, but I'm gonna put it in there now and save it, so I've got it. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe my PC restarted and didn't save it. But okay.
Yeah, so you have a whole lot of options that can be explored in a variety of ways. The whole like facility is kind of a buzz from the sighting of the airship above. You have since lost sight of that and its crew, and you would assume that search parties would go out from the Skurzak to try and find it or that sort of thing.
And how long before there's just another shift of workers come to this tower?
There are
You-
beds in here.
Yeah, so you were told, for the most part, that everybody avoids this unless they either, like, literally can't due to orders or are forcibly taken here. And so
So it's really only the like 6 guards that we killed or whatever?
that would be a decent assumption.
That's crazy.
You wouldn't think that, at least not for a while, that there would be like a rotation or anything like that.
Okay.
Because this place
Lady Lillian.
is scary.
Lady Lillian, I'm concerned about your wounds.
No shit.
Thank you.
I almost think that we should send you back through the portal for healing and supplies.
How long did it take? You could heal like one thing a day, right?
If you have a heal check in the morning,
Yeah.
a successful one.
And you can also take the drug, which removes another.
Yeah, but that.
Yeah,
adds,
but I've
like,
already done that
corruption.
today, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
Or you probably haven't, no. So you
No,
could,
I don't think
But I
so.
think so.
You could do that and take the corruption.
I don't think it's worth it for me to fully leave. I just need to try and get a decent night's sleep and a decent heal check in the morning.
Even if everyone avoids this place, I'm sure that eventually someone will come around and realize what's happened.
That's okay. I'll be here.
You're gonna both stop any people that are coming and prevent any people that start coming from getting away?
I mean, I can trick them. I mean, I'm boss man rat right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I've
But
got lightning gun.
how long is the trash rat that we hired to get us back going to wait for us?
I mean, like, you guys, we can always, like, strike up another deal with them or something and, like, have them lead people back or whatever. So.
I mean, assuming he's there, though, because if he doesn't stay and he goes back...
No, I
then
mean,
we
like,
don't
if
know
you
how to
guys
get-
go back and Celine stays and, like, make sure people...
You
like,
can do
keep
whatever
a
the hell you
facade.
want.
So.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stay here, you stay here. I don't care what you do.
Did we check the doors that were upstairs, the ones that Celine was playing with the levers?
I don't believe.
I've been up there, but I didn't go fully check it out.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody like fully investigated the top floor.
Okay, I will go to the top floor.
So you go up there.
We're all chatting, and Nesgrim just
and-
runs off.
Yeah, so you come up here to this top floor, and it's actually kind of curious when you come to the top of the stairs here. These 3 doors are.
We can't see.
Oh
we're
yeah,
not there
I
to
haven't
see,
dragged
no.
you guys over. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you come up to the top of the stairs here, and these 3 doors are all open because the levers have been thrown.
Mhm.
And they all open sort of from this foyer into this room here. There's just 3 doors, and it's odd to you that would be the case.
Yeah, it is very.
I am here.
Yeah, and so you can literally like see just from where you're standing, like, oh, they just go into this room.
I wonder if they brought cages up and then it would like face the gate towards that door and then lift up the cage or something and then let them out through the other like certain doors.
So when you enter the room, Nesgrin, to look around, it is full of more of this like arcane kind of machinery and devices and clearly tools of horrible intent, torture and vivisection and that sort of thing. You also see I love this is an amazing piece of art
I
in
agree. I saw it
Roll20.
like when we came back. I'm like, I like this, and now it's just getting better.
You see that there are devices on the wall, and this is even without a check or anything like that. There are 3 machines that are against the wall here, and they have conduits or like piping that along the walls here connect to the 2 side doors, and then this one in the middle goes up along the ceiling and comes down to connect with this middle door. And this is all, again, just like to Nesgrin, the most obtuse Skurzak contraptions. You've seen rifles and cranes and other kind of machines of the sane humanoid world. These are clearly powered by witchstone, full of weird dials and gauges and things that are measuring something that you can't even begin to guess. And so this room seems to be a both research room, hub for the soul scientist and his cronies, and something else.
So I want to go check the one here.
I
And so-
noticed that Nesgrin's gone, and I want to like follow up there and look around.
Okay.
Don't break my machines.
So you come up here to this first machine, and you've noticed already that
Let me get if I got it straight. So this one's machine, and this one's like a cable.
yeah, it's like a pipe almost. A
Pipe,
thick yeah, like metal casing that lines from the machine along the wall and just kind of
To the door.
abuts to the frame of this door. And you would remember or have been told or seen that all three of these doors like slide vertically, so they don't have handles or anything, and so when the lever is pulled, it'll either be shut completely or up out of the way. And so this pipe like meets with the frame where this door would like slide up and down.
This is what I think. If it can do what I think it can do, this thing is awesome.
And so
What
you
do you
could
think it can do?
I don't know.
you walk
I
up
don't
to
say
this.
too much right now. I'm not up there.
Give me, there's my pin. And there is inset into this machine, and all three of these are basically the same on the front. They just appear to be like almost identical three machines. Inset into the front of this machine that you're standing in front of, there's a cone-shaped indent in the front of the machine. And you could roll me I don't scrutinize, I guess, because we determined that was kind of like the memory skill.
Yeah.
I believe.
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh.
Oof.
So you lean down and you're looking at this indention in the front of the machine. There's a bunch of like Skurzak script. There's like where pieces of parchment have been stuck to it with wax and that sort of thing. They were clearly doing some kind of study and research on these things, but it's all, you know, Skurzak to you. It's not clear what this would have been for.
Can I scrutinize the one that I'm looking at?
Sure. Yeah, so the Hart and Nesrin are like looking at these things, kind of look at each other, give the like comical I don't know.
Fucking wizards, man. Am I right?
Yep. And oops, please
Is
draw.
it used to put their notes? Just let's take the.
It's bigger than that. So you think maybe, oh, we could like, what if a Skurzak puts its face in here? And even without a scrutinize, you could surmise that is not the case.
Not the case.
It's more angular, flat-faced, pointy cone sort of.
We need the plinth.
Am I able?
Like a triangle thing.
Am I able to tap into anything inside of me to see if I can sense if this machine has like miasma in it?
Do a incantation, and you are not trained, and so this will flip to fail. Yeah. So unfortunately, you don't get it. You reach both internally and maybe like lay your hand on this machine, you feel the slithering and writhing of the miasma in your heart. The machine maybe like vibrates or hums just a little bit, but there's no like connection or handshake between what's inside of you and the machine that is meaningful in any way.
You got your API set up wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just
there's no handshake protocol.
there's no
here.
handshake.
So
I just didn't have the right authentication.
There you go.
the guns that are used to change souls, they have something like this shape.
Yeah. So Nesgrin is looking at this and has the flashbulb memory of Celine in the rat body trotting back and forth from hallway to room, zapping bodies and flipping switches and stuff, and it occurs to you almost like a children's toy that the muzzle end of this soul gun would fit perfectly into this cone-shaped slot on these machines.
Does the machine look big enough for one of those
murdered
rats?
in your apartment?
Yep.
Hey.
No worries.
Machines
was
look
watching
large
anime.
enough that one of the rats that Celine now inhabits, for example, could fit in these. Is there an opening, a door?
No. So this is like
Full storage.
front-facing console kind of thing
Right to the doors.
with the indent. Again, each of them has like different like wax stuck parchments with like scribbled notes and schematics and stuff like that. And so the machine itself does something, and sort of like what Nate was saying, there is a connection between this machine and each of the three doorways.
But all the
Because the
doorways
middle
lead
one goes to the middle door, right?
Yep, the middle one goes up over the ceiling to the middle door. Connects at the top of the frame of the door.
Oh god, are they using souls as energy?
I mean, probably.
That would be so evil.
No, right?
They're Skurzak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, that's kind of racist.
That is racist. Yeah. Here at
You-
Fiends
you
and
have
Friends,
met-
we support all rat-based life forms.
You have
but
met-
not Texans.
But what's throwing me off about the usage of souls of energy as energy is like the tube just go to the door, or do they continue throughout the facility?
It's
Like,
just between the
clothing.
machine and the door. And so I will say
Hold
outright.
on. I want to go downstairs to the basement.
Okay. And you step down into this carnage-soaked stone basement where there's...
I avoid that part of the basement. I want to go to the cage where they were.
Yeah.
I would do that now.
Okay.
What's in the cage?
So in the cage, there's not a whole lot. There's not like food or water. It's literally like maybe some scattering of hay and rough hewn stone, because you're underground now, where they had dug this sort of triangular recess into the wall of the ground here.
Okay, but these gates that were here,
Yeah,
they were also opened by the levers upstairs.
different levers, but yes. Some
Do
of
I
the
see any piping that leads to the cage doors down here?
No, but you do. Let me see if I can. you can see that the cages have like mechanisms for moving them, you know, because it like slid open when Celine pulled the levers. It's a different type of mechanism than the piping and the machines. It is more fundamentally mechanical and more familiar, where you know, throughout your life, Hart has seen like counterweights and trebuchets and even like simple, you know, water wheel engines and that kind of thing. You get the sense that there is some kind of powering mechanism for this gate, and, you know, the bars for the cells upstairs, the sliding doors on the 3rd floor. That is different than what you were seeing in the top room.
Okay.
Go figure it out, Celine. What is it?
So I'm gonna
letting
make it.
other people do some stuff because I have done so much the last
hold
couple
on.
sessions.
I want to make kind of a weird look at Celine as I pass by, because obviously I just ran all the way down to the basement and now I'm running all the way back up.
She probably doesn't
To
even
the top
notice because
floor.
she's probably talking with her baby and being a mother right now.
Yeah, so Celine is
And
absorbed.
pointing out to me and pointing, like, taking it over to like my actual body, like, that's me. I'm just in this body, just like you're in that body. Trying to explain this to this poor creature.
And Hart, without any rolls, you can tell that this is going poorly as as you go by.
Good.
Probably makes no sense to that poor creature.
You're talking about Heart?
I wanna grab.
Both.
Is there any gun?
Both.
Is there another gun?
Yeah.
There is not another gun, but there are parts. So looking around, Nesgrin's like, like, this is curious. And
Okay,
you
I'm gonna earn a corruption for this, but I want to steal the gun out of Celine's hands.
I don't know, like,
This thing is attached to, like, I have the backpack and everything. Like, it's fully attached.
it would be very hard to take it. It's not like integrated into the body of this rat.
Command her to give it to me. Give me that. I need it.
So you do that in a commanding tone?
Yeah.
She, like, looks at you and she's like, this is mine. I found
need
it. What do you need it for? I will not give it to you, but I can help you because this is mine.
Well, then come
This
with
is
me
mine.
and suck the soul out of one of the prisoners in the cages and follow me.
Ooh.
So
Which
Nesgrin,
Which
upstairs,
clan was,
you see pieces and parts that you recognize from the contraption that Celine has been hauling around. And you see a like muzzle cone, not attached to anything, that, you know, fits pretty flush profile. You could like pick it up or, like, you know, hold on to it and stick it in, and it would fit right into this slot into these machines. And again, more of these just like tubes and witchstone like power packs and just stuff that is so strange and weird to Nesgrin.
Okay. Is there any more like tubes in the machine?
Like power? Oh, did you say tubes?
Tubes, yeah.
Or
Or something else that goes through the wall or somewhere else, or it's just there the machine and that's it.
In terms of like machines connected to things, it is just the 3 connected to the door. Otherwise, there are, you know, like the pieces of the gun pieces. There's surgical equipment and things like that, where these things would have been used for these ghastly soul research projects of, you know, if we pull out a Skurzak's liver, does it lose part of its soul? And then, okay, no, toss that one in the heap, kind of thing.
Trying to figure out where the soul resides.
So I'm being very urgent with Celine that I want her to follow me and help me. And I want her to suck the soul out of one of the prisoners in the cages and come upstairs with me. So are you going to follow me?
Yes. She
All
can
right.
follow you. Hunter, who... Because Bursnit was the guy. I'm in his body, right?
Yeah.
Which brood mother did he hate? I can't remember. Which clan did he hate? Because I asked him which one. He's like, if any, it's like, if you were going to do it, point the gun at Riptooth Broodmother. He did not like Riptooth.
Yeah.
So we're on the side of Clawscrape. So I'm gonna go down and figure out which one is from Clawscrape.
And it's easy. They, you know, any clan rat would be remiss to not wear their insignia somewhere on their body. And so, you know, you can immediately pick out that there are a mixture of both here. It's not one or the other.
I'm gonna go up to one of the Clawscrape ones that looks in, we'll say, relatively rough condition. Not like
Okay.
the worst, but not great. And we're gonna give them some food and water.
He cowers into the corner of the cell.
Okay.
Does, you know,
I remember the people who came in here before. I have taken the body of this one, and I'm not here to experiment on you. I'm here to help clans Clawscrape
roll
because of the
charm
promise of someone.
at -20 because this is
I know.
Want to help me kill Celine?
Who?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
I thought she said, or he said, Dad, and then I was like, that kind of sounds
Yeah,
like
no,
Nab,
that's
and I haven't done anything, so yeah, let's
Didn't
do it.
work.
yeah, covers its eyes, cowers in the corner.
Are you not hungry or want water?
No answer. Sheer terror. As you
That's right.
walk up, brandishing the soul gun in the
Not
body,
brandishing it.
I mean,
it's.
carrying it.
I guess, yeah. All right. You got a Riptooth guy you don't like, really don't like.
Are you're asking the same one?
Yeah, if he doesn't respond, I'll go to a different Clawscrape.
Yeah, so they don't respond. Are you wanting to do this until you find one that you can communicate with?
Yes.
So this will be another instance of taking a while as Celine and Hart sort of traipse between
Heart's gonna be rushing her. She's gonna be. This is important.
between
I'm building rapport.
So outside, standing at the door, we have Nabeen, Lillian, and Corna. Corna has just kind of been reassured a little bit by Lillian. The two of you should give me a awareness. Just a flat
Luckily.
awareness check.
I'm really good at this.
Where the hell's awareness? Oh yeah, I'm great at this one.
Dang.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god.
So you three are standing, and actually I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for this to fail.
Bus falls from the sky.
Does Corona
Blue
get
whale.
awareness check.
Oh yeah, we'll do Corona real quick.
Hell yeah. God damn.
And you guys do have fortune points. I will say that this isn't like critically. I mean, it's hard to gauge what's critically important. But failure doesn't mean immediate danger, I guess.
I don't want to use a fate point. I have like no chance to succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about this? You two are kind of shooting the shit with Corna, hanging out, listening through the door as Rat Celine pleads with rat after rat to tell her which one they don't like. And you, both of you, basically at the same time, spot, and I need to go back to the right page. You are
An enormous
looking,
fish.
You're looking like sort of to the southwest, and spy down the cliffs, sort of. I'm trying to see if this would. Yeah, you could see this. So you guys are here at the front of the tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, every so often you cast a glance this way towards like the shanty town and everything, and you both kind of maybe by stroke of luck look at the same time towards where you had planted the bomb, maybe just like checking or making sure that it's still there, and see a familiar figure go skulking by. Wearing her right side fencing armor, bald-headed, one-eared Agent Bruce sneaks. She sees the bomb that you had planted, goes sneaking by towards the trash pile.
Did she come through with us originally?
No.
She did
No.
not.
She has different plans than us.
I don't trust her.
Well, she
And
wants
you
to kill the gods. So
like
we
you
shouldn't.
two see her, share a glance, immediately know that both of you had seen. Corna is like sort of staring awestruck at the mushroom or something like that, and doesn't notice unless you say something. But because of the failed awareness, you see just like a glimpse of her as she skulks past and then disappears behind the edge of another cliff.
I stand up and open the door, and I yell up, "Hey, geniuses! We saw Agent Bruce. She's sneaking about."
Uh-oh. Well, do we need to go confront her? Does somebody need to?
Well, I don't know how to find her. We lost sight of her pretty quick.
Hmm.
She did appear to be like following kind of the same circuitous path that you guys have done. Maybe spying that same ramp that like is near the head or something like that.
There's not a whole lot of places she could have gone safely without looking like a rat.
True.
I think we should go back. I don't think it's worth time for all of us to waste time over here. At least the rest of us go back, catch our breath. Celine, if you want to go traipse around in the Dung City, go ahead.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I will. Dung City. Dung
City.
Besides, she'd probably think, if I showed up with you guys like this, she'd probably think you guys sided with them or some shit, knowing Bruce.
That's probably fair. But then again, you could just take her soul.
Does have witch sight, so she might be able to tell.
Yeah, she does have her permanent witch hunter magic perception.
Mm-hmm.
But I still need your help,
You
Celine.
can't have it. I know, we're working on it.
What are you guys wasting time with?
Trying to build rapport!
I would love for Hart
just
to
need
answer
you
as
to
well.
suck out one of his souls.
Fine! And she'll just go up to Rip Tooth Boy and zap him.
Alright, come
3
upstairs with me.
corruption.
God damn it.
For
this
both of us?
Yeah, for both of you. You told her to do it.
Alright, good. Now follow me upstairs.
Fine. And I'll go upstairs.
Nab,
Hmm,
do you want to join my army after this?
maybe.
I don't think we're
Alright.
gonna invite these guys.
Take,
Wow,
take
can't
a-
even
Yes.
take your own loyal soldier.
Yeah, but
Alright.
he's not that loyal, and
You
despite the
don't
fact
know
that
all that, though,
despite
do
the fact
you?
I don't know the degree to which he deceived me, the degree to which I know he did deceive me is certainly enough.
Yeah, the
having
And
sex
I have
with
every
Celine.
intention of telling you. I just
No,
haven't
you don't have
had
to
that
tell me.
moment.
You don't have to tell me
No, but
jack
I
shit.
want to.
I'm just so frustrated. It's like I'm bleeding out sitting on the chair. Like, he walked up, said, "Yeah, you're really hurt. We should send you back." And I go, "Maybe not all the way back." And you went, "All right, cool. I'm gonna go do something else now."
He doesn't seem to care much for you right now.
He's got this like weird fascination in his eyes, and he needs to figure out this mystery.
Yeah, which is you're becoming more and more like the woman that is the biggest pain in my ass.
He's right. You straight up are. You're getting into things that Celine eats up.
All right, so I take Celine upstairs,
okay.
and I tell
On a
her-
romantic
we walk up-
record.
Yeah.
We walk up to this machine, and I coax her to put the tip of the gun into the cone.
Oh, this is a euphemism.
Like,
Yeah,
you
this
don't
is-
have to like
we're
force or coax her.
We're,
You
reli-
just say,
we're
"Hey, over
reliving
there," she'll
something
do it.
unintentionally.
So I
With her
kind of
knowledge, she will do a lot.
I guide her to put
Yikes.
the tip into the cone, and then
Okay.
I want to
I'm
say,
like,
I just want to establish to everyone here who's watching, this was well designed
Ooh.
way before Celine and Hart ever decided to be horrible together.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
this
whoa,
is
he's
not
the one
my
doing
fault.
this.
all right. So,
Don't
anyways,
fucking blame it on me.
so
Wait,
I
no,
have
your
her-
sister wrote this one, didn't she?
hold on. I have her put the tip of the gun into the machine, okay? And I'm like, before you shoot the soul into this machine, turn on your witch sight. And I point at the machine and the piping in the wall and the door behind us.
I don't know if I need to shoot it into the machine for sure,
But
but
I'm telling you though, shoot it in the machine, but turn on your witch sight first. I want to
Okay.
know what's happening.
I will turn on or put on my blindfold and turn on my witch sight.
The gun,
I'm just-
the soul container was empty, right? Before you...
Yeah, because I shot the other soul into the
Yeah,
dead
because
body.
you put that guy's soul into the decaying body so that he could
Mhm.
experience torture for
Yeah.
eternity.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you slot the gun into the machine, witch sighted up, and you can tell that there is a like potential here for energy exchange, but you do have to fire the soul into the...
Okay.
And I
will
put my
sh-
hand on the machine at the same time that she's doing this to see if I can feel
I will
anything.
shoot the soul into the machine.
Immediate action, churning of gears, firing of internal pistons. You see this like almost comical level
Soul
of
zip
like
through.
magical soul energy zip through the pipe, hits the door frame, energizes the door frame, and in like your witch sight and even Heart in like real space, you can see that there are like little faint ripplings of like reality distortion around the edge of the door frame, but you can still see through the door frame, you know, into the room behind and that sort of thing. It is primed and charged as far as you can tell, but there is one last step that is missing.
And I want to search memories to see how this works. Dig.
Yeah, and even without a roll, you know that the lever needs to be thrown to shut the door, cut it off from real space, and reopen it again.
This is a fucking portal, isn't
It
it? So I'll
and
do
you see in the video of your
that.
memory
I knew it.
this portal activation.
Knew it. All right. These portals, like digging through my memory, so I don't just wander in. Where do they end up going?
Roll scrutinize.
Do I get a bonus or anything?
10. So,
Ooh, barely made that one.
Nabeen, Lillian, and Nesgrin and Korna, is there interest in taking off? Is this like, oh, we saw Agent Bruce and Lillian and Hart, or Celine and Hart seem to not be concerned?
I mean, Celine expressed concern, but she doesn't want to go there like this, and she also kind of wants to hang out here.
Yeah, and Celine literally said, "Leave me."
If Nesgrin will go with us, then I'll go. But I don't want to leave with just Nab and Korna.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, so you and Ardron have in the previous episode were having this discussion about the soul, and even when you were here for the episode before, kind of had this like, you know, Nesgrin seems to think that the half belongs to her, and Ardron says, "Well, I've lived."
Doesn't think about. No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't think. She knows it's her.
I was literally
is Mrs. Nesgrin.
you literally like emotionally betrayed me there. I was like, oh, I thought that like Nesgrin did, and then you like brought the punchline. Yeah, so Ardron doesn't want to be left. As much as he is upset with you for holding claim over his soul, will want to travel with you wherever you choose to go with the companions. And you know, as you guys like wrap up this conversation, he sort of vows with his rat body, like, you know, I'm keeping this. I want to be alive. I want to make that clear. And using whatever horrible machine your friend has, maybe we could make me not a rat?
Yeah. We could find something.
Agent Bruce's body.
Something.
Not convinced. Not convinced in the slightest, and kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, that's better than wanting to take it right away.
Yeah.
And
The thing is, we don't have a lot of things here for you to switch to.
Agent Bruce.
well, and he kind of brightens up and is like, well, you know, once we fix whatever's going on here, it'll be fine, right? We can just go back, right?
Where?
Right there.
Sure. Again, not suddenly not convinced.
So we could. Yeah, well, we would try to find you some place to accommodate you, but I don't know if that's going to work in the long run. We don't know how these things work. It was different when you were a baby.
I mean,
You're
this is
putting the soul. You're putting souls in people's body that don't belong to their body.
well, yeah, but this happened before, right? Like you said I
stole
was.
from my soul. Yeah.
I
I
think
that.
you know, we should establish, and the conversation erupts again as they're walking out. You know, theft requires the intent of stealing. I was a baby, and I'm pretty sure you gave the soul, and
A gift requires intent.
yeah, yeah. Then
In Spanish, we have like two words for when we talk about like theft. That one will imply that there's physical violence, but then if you grab someone and you don't use physical violence on him, we have another word.
okay.
Burglary.
You have like something like that?
Yeah, it's like mugging. Yeah, mugging is like with violence.
Yeah.
Violence, and stealing is without violence.
Yeah, because stealing.
It's more the difference between robbery and burglary.
Yeah,
those are probably the more legal terms.
Yeah, because burglary is like no violence, just objects.
Other way around, I think.
Oh, is it?
I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
because armed robbery, not armed burglary. Sorry, having a moment.
Yeah, and so robbery is like at the very least with the threat of violence.
Yes, robbery is by force or threat of force.
Yeah,
and burglary is just
is where you're a sneak thief.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So is Nesgrin trying to imply that half her soul was burgled versus being robbed, like something
like that,
something like snuck in and like maybe it was like your parents' despair or something that was like, oh no, not baby Ardron, and then like the soul flies out of you into
out of a baby.
Flights.
Yeah, and so this like trying to establish fault and intent between the two of you is maybe misplaced, and you two don't realize it or are too bullheaded to admit.
Coming this fall, Dick Wolf, Law and Order, Infant Intent.
Yeah, Infant
so much
Intent.
going on with Nesgrin and her brother, and I don't even know everything that's going on, but this is wild the more I learn about it.
Yeah. And so away team, is there a plan? Like obviously Lillian
My plan is to get back to where the gate is and set up camp and catch our breath.
Okay. So that is an interesting prospect, because getting back to where the gate is
will put us right in the path of where Bruce is.
Well,
a
direct route, which would be presumably much faster, would be overland, down the mountain, under the leg, or something to that effect, climbing back down. You could obviously retake your Skurzak guide through the tunnels, the switchbacks and everything, back to the exit here by the trash rats, sneak all the way back down through your ingress route and go back that way. But would take longer, and sort of depending on how Nabeen and Lillian and Nesgrin are perceiving things, going back toward like the den of activity where like there's alarms and people are on edge because of the airship and all this, even when you're underground, there is a chance of like stumbling across a patrol, or if you come out while they're throwing trash away, that kind of thing. So there's that kind of two obvious options of just trying to hoof it down or go back the way you came.
Good play, prisoners. Have Ardron take us.
So have Ardron lead the way and have you guys captured?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that right now. I want to at least let me get a night's rest before we start Han Soloing our way in here.
I still think it makes more sense to hole up in the tower if that's what we're gonna do. I want to hunt down Agent Bruce, because I do not trust her.
Well, I can't hunt down Agent Bruce. She could blink at me. Funny.
Do you think Agent Bruce going to be here? Because I think this one is a really good option.
Yeah, so nobody knows what Agent Bruce's ulterior motive or even reason.
I think we know what her motive.
Yeah,
is.
so motive.
She wants to kill him.
Yeah, but the like, why is she here by herself? Why did she not want to come with us? Or like, why did she not proposition to come with the group?
Because we already told her that we didn't want to kill the god.
Yeah, and then again, that's motive. intent or like right now what her plan is not clear.
Yeah, what the heck she's sneaking to is the question.
But the god is dead. Bruce is not going to kill what.
He's not dead.
Yeah, so
he's in like a coma.
The current state of the Great Tusked One is like limbo. So this miasma mushroom is feeding off of him, and him being a god is barely alive, sort of in this like constant state of regenerative godhood, but also barely hanging on to any semblance of life or deity-ness. And so that was like the understanding before coming through the gate, was that the Sash Bearers were like, well, we have been told that we can save him, that we can somehow excise this miasma and return him to his former glory. And Agent Bruce was like, or second thought, kill him while he's weak. And there was a disagreement about that.
Yeah.
But we think that we could bring him back, but we are not sure.
Yeah. So there's
like these free machines and the soul sucking things have to do with the keeping of the god alive, like life support.
Probably not directly related, because Celine is just in the process of activating this first portal machine in the roof of the tower. It's probably more accurate to say that like the soul gun and the portals and everything are results of the Skurzak like having access to a dead god and the miasma and that sort of thing. And so all of this like soul science and experimentation with what it means to take a soul and put a soul in and that sort of thing came about from information gathered from the dead god or the dying god. And so this is like
trying to remove his soul.
Yeah, and so that Nesgrin could certainly have that like kind of flashbulb moment of like, oh, maybe this miasma is like pulling the soul of the god out into the mushroom, and the Skurzak are like using it to distribute or to study soul power or energy or that sort of thing. And so this tower that you are in right now is kind of like an adjacent project to everything that's going on. All of these different Skurzak like research and that sort of thing.
Okay. So I think we should like stay here. How about injury are you?
I'm pretty bad. I'm seriously injured.
Yeah, screw it.
Say screw it.
I think he said you're screwed.
Oh yeah, I'm screwed.
Oh, what if we change your body? The new body.
No, I refuse.
Why not?
I refuse. Because I would truly rather die in this body than live in that body.
Could move you to
I
a
agree.
wolf body.
Move me to a wolf? Oh yeah, yeah. If we had a living wolf, that'd be a great idea. Well, that'd be a fucking great idea. I kick like a piece of rubble, and it shatters against my, my plate feet.
Yep. I
fume, and I turn, and I walk towards the cliff face.
I do love the immediate like Nate and Nacho are like, man, if we can just switch bodies, we don't even have to worry about health anymore. We'll just break the game.
It's not even necessarily that I did say that to her, but it was more like you can be healthy like this, but she still wants to use like the bodies as a infiltration method.
No, yeah, for sure. And
you have given me this busted ass tool, and I'm gonna use it until it bites
no,
me in the ass.
absolutely. And I do love that there are 2 of you, which I would presume are Lillian and Nabeen, who sort of on principle refuse the idea. Hart probably would have some reservations because the last time his soul left his body, things didn't go super well. It
could have gone a lot worse.
Well, yeah, but I guess the newly deserted body began to change in unexpected or unwanted ways, which Hart would probably remember watching from afar.
Unwanted? Maybe unexpected.
Unexpected,
yeah.
And then Nesgrin with Ardron in this like sort of weird half limbo kind of thing is also maybe probably a little concerned about, trading souls with bodies. And I could be wrong though. Maybe you're like, hey, I've done this before. Like this is no big deal.
Listen, if you make me change again, I'm going female this time.
Little Dark Souls 2 sarcophagus.
Put heart in your body.
Just switch Heart and Nesgrin?
Too late.
No, put heart in Celine's body.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're gonna make this one permanent.
We could put you in Celine's body.
Yeah,
Me?
put Lillian in, as a loner, a rental body.
I would
Lillian,
skin everyone alive.
The only pleasure that Lillian would get out of that would be she would go take
God damn, I
bath.
would take a comb to that hair.
an amazing bath.
I would
and then
pull out
cut
all
her
my
hair.
damn hair.
That would be so funny. Well, once like all of the tension is resolved and you saved the world and everything, I can just see like Celine and Lillian like playing with the soul gun, like, I'm in your body, I'm gonna go take a bath.
You son of a bitch! Please! I'm gonna cut your hair.
Oh, that's so silly. Okay.
Oh, you don't take the soul gun in the bathtub.
I will go have sex with every man in this camp in your body.
Oh,
Good luck with that. They'll all respect me too much to get boners.
That's what you
Also
think.
true.
This Pandora's
What
box
do
that I've
we do?
opened. So
Good
on that note, we
Bruce?
should do our quick bio break. I need water and bathroom. So
I need bathroom.
So we know Hart and Celine's plan, at least in the immediate future. And I think we know roughly Lillian and Nesgrin and Nabeen with Korna sort of planning to maybe bed down and set up camp in this tower somewhere, possibly.
I'm gonna sleep outside.
We're not gonna go try and find what's her face, Bruce.
I can't do shit. I'm not gonna go pick a fight with literally anyone until at least
Nav
tomorrow.
doesn't want to go.
Nav wants to go, but I don't know if she wants to go by herself.
She Nabeen said that she wanted to hunt down Bruce, but I believe wanted
Take
to
heart.
be more prepared.
Okay. Okay.
This is a one woman mission.
Break time.
Yep, we'll be right back.
I'm cold.
I like that meme, Cody.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
It was one of those like 3-panel memes where it's like, I live for my dream, and the other's like, I live for my country, and the last one said, I live for 2 reasons. I was born and I haven't died yet.
Damn.
Accurate.
It's a radical tautology. All right,
like
so
myself,
Nate's the last one back, so this is where we talk shit on him, right?
All right, so Nate's dead.
Yeah.
Have you seen his
You
chin?
guys- have you noticed that his chin looks like a butt?
It's insane, honestly.
Shane showed me some amazing pictures of Nate and his
Yeah,
wedding.
the wedding pictures are so good.
Nate's wedding?
Shane's wedding.
Well, that's
where-
less
Where
exciting.
Nate was a man of the groom.
He also showed me a picture of Hunter that he's gonna turn into an emoji on his Twitch page.
Yeah, that the one where I'm like mid laugh and I'm kind of like,
The one where you're a super smiley teacher. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I didn't see all of the stream, but I do want to see the super smiley teacher one because that's fairly appropriate. No, the reason why Nate's not here is because of the girl, probably. He's probably like talking to her.
The girl.
Yeah, from Canada. Oh, there he is. All right,
She goes to a different school.
No.
Stop talking about it, man. Stop talking about it.
Welcome back, everybody. We're all here, and we had
And nothing weird happened.
we hadn't been
This is
talking about
weird.
anything. We all sat
talking
down.
about my personal life.
We all sat
Welcome back,
down at the
Nate.
same time.
I've been talking about, huh, guys?
We all
So
got here at the same time as you.
yeah, I don't
Don't
know.
lie.
I just sat
I
down.
saw you guys. I thought you're acting
you
like you were
didn't
talking about something to
hear
throw
us.
me off.
No, we were talking
What?
about how the reason you were the last one back is because you have a friend over.
Oh, I
Right.
thought we were talking about how she
Oh.
fell in love with him for his chin.
Well, there was that. That was before though.
Got the crimsonest of
chin
chins.
gets
The power
everybody.
chin.
Just the panties
Yeah.
just drop when they see it.
Well, you
Like,
just need to
can
find
see
a
the
girl who's like
surprise.
there's like a boob guy. And
A
boob
chin girl.
No, it's just a booty girl. She
Oh,
just likes
just
the booty.
like,
He's got
mm,
twice
Look at
the booty.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You know how artists normally kiss someone and see their booty at the same time?
Yeah.
You just
The,
gotta do it upside down like Spider-Man and
Yeah.
and just stare at the chin.
Oh, oh god, I was thinking. I love that she's like Spider-Man kiss, making eye contact with the chin, like
Yes. One
this
is
is it.
wide open.
Yeah.
Draw some googly eyes on my butt chin.
This is
Or just glue some on there.
This is what I'm here for.
I came here to play Zweihander.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Weird.
I forgot that we were doing that.
Weird choice.
So, what does camp in this captured tower? What does preparation look like? Is that the working plan right now?
I find the most isolated place I can along the cliff face that people aren't going to be walking to, and
Sure.
I just set up my bedroll.
Yeah. So there's like two levels of cliff here if you zoom in.
Yeah,
Um,
there's like this down here.
Yeah, so this one right here which is like kind of obscured by the tunnel and the X. It actually is like fully continuous along this like northern part of the tower, and is significantly higher than this lower area. So it would occur to Lillian that she probably shouldn't wander down to this like lower area where the cave entrance was, just in case, because it's pretty far.
Yeah, but I want to be far away.
Okay, I mean, you can.
Well, I am gonna follow you. So
I'll let you know where I'm going, but I am immune to the cold, and I don't want to be in that tower.
Understandable.
Okay, so you would exit the tower, like kind of trek down along this slope here, and then sort of like you could meander all the way north to there's like this pointed spire of cliff that's overlooking the
Are there any trees?
Yeah, it's like this vast deep valley. Up here you're above the tree line. The stone is dusted with snow and everything. But you can look out, to the north here, and it is just wild forest, dark evergreen. You can see just through the mist and the fading sunlight where a river is like had carved this valley far below you, and you're kind of surveying for the first time your like surroundings and having a full encompassing view of where you are, and it almost like startles you, or it's like seeing your nose again when someone reminds you that your nose is actually in your field of view. You're like,
I just noticed it.
You're like with blood loss, maybe a little out of it, looking off into the distance, and you're like, yeah, there's the center of the the chaos storm where the star fell, and then you're like, wait a second, there's the center of the storm where the star fell. We're in Voshek Tadberg right now. I am looking north toward this omnipresent for the months and months. You have just gotten used to the idea that when you looked towards the center of Voshek Tadberg, toward Big Sar, there was just this giant whirling chaos maelstrom where this like fog and ever-present overcast was coming from, and you're like, oh, well, okay, from where I'm standing, and we can even shoot all the way back to one of these old maps. And it's not. Oh yeah, it's more northeast, I should say. You have always thought of the storm as being a Western phenomenon, right? Because you spent most of your time in Fort Bodeswell and would look to the west toward the capital and be like, oh, there's the storm. You are now looking to the northeast and can basically not pinpoint where you are on the map, but get a firm understanding that you are amongst this western mountain range in Voshek Tadberg, physically present in the country, as you're pondering this sight on the horizon.
Man, their mountain explorers sucked.
And as you think that to yourself, you also remember this weird like shimmering effect that appeared when the airship like broke through this, like seeming like barrier or something.
Wait, no. If this is what the Umbral engine does, this is again exactly like Dimension 20.
I promise I don't
Jesus.
know what you're talking about. It is purely parallel inspiration. Because which one is that one from?
It's Unsleeping Cities season 2.
Okay,
But technically season 1 as well.
I swear to God, I've only watched like the first 2 episodes of Unsleeping City, and I don't remember at all there ever being an enshrouding shadow
Oh my
machine.
That's what keeps people from seeing all the magic in New York.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. So you're like staring into the horizon, pissed off at Celine, maybe still leaking a little blood from a variety of unclosed wounds. And you kind of piece together these like, okay, we're in Voshek Tadberg. Somehow this has gone undiscovered for, if the trash rats are to be believed, a really, really long time. And that airship somehow found a way through this barrier or this like mirage or obfuscating magic. And here you are. And Nabeen walks up behind as Lillian is truly like fugue state, kind of staring into the distance.
I'm close to home.
Thanks for waiting to see what I'm gonna say and do while I have my mouth full. That's always appreciated. Can tell you work in the fucking restaurant business.
You tell him.
I literally didn't know that you were eating.
No, you're good.
Apologize.
Yeah. No, you're fine. That was just what that pause was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna basically just walk up behind you and without any preamble, I'm just gonna be like, you need to watch out for your boy.
Which
He's
one?
Still heart. He still has the miasma.
Even after... No, there was all the god shit.
He just told one of those rats. They were having a big discussion, and that's what he said.
You think he was, like, trying to intimidate them, or...?
No, I don't.
It's a pretty creative lie if it was the case.
He's not exactly known for being the brightest of flames, is he?
He was for a hot minute there.
It's messed up. That is really funny.
That was great.
For
that
context,
reaction is actually what mine was.
That's a straight laughter.
I'm offended.
Good. It was intentional.
Yeah, for context, a reminder, Hart did almost burn to death. In literal fire, very near the beginning of the campaign.
Me too.
Which would have made my recent death my second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll look at you and say, well, I just want this to be done with. I want to go home.
No, I knew both, but I thought you should know. So now you do.
Yeah.
And I'll head back to the tower, and try and find somewhere to unfurl my bedroll.
Hey, Nab.
Yeah,
You got a home?
not anymore.
Oh, I should bring us back.
Nod.
Because this maybe is...
Get my bedroll out.
And Nabeen, you did just barely hear as you were walking up, like when your scraping of your feet on the stone alerted Lillian. She said, I'm near home, as she's looking out into the north and the storm and all of this. And I didn't know if you had heard that while in the middle of hurriedly chewing.
I did, and then completely forgot because I was like, "Oh God, I have my mouth full of French fries."
Yeah, and you don't have to. You know, I'm not like telling you
and
to.
I don't think Nabeen would cry. Not at this moment. Not with what she just had to tell her and everything. So.
So yeah, you return to the tower, Nabeen. Nesgrin and Ardron are there, sort of picking around. It seems that Celine and Hart are still doing whatever strange thing it is they think they need to be doing.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and even maybe it's like to Nabeen, you have that brief flash of like, oh God, are they using the rat body?
Oh,
and,
no.
Oh
He did,
no!
Hart was all eager.
Yeah, and that's sort of the thing, is that like Hart was like really trying to get Nabeen to go or get Celine to go and
Thank you.
Go upstairs to, we got to put the
Yeah,
thing into the thing and
He wanted a rat soul. He wanted to really mix it up this time. He wanted to know what it was like with someone else in there with it.
Nabeen is just slowly rocking back and forth
Yes,
with her hands over her ears.
Just imagine the other someone would be like, "Oh God, why are you doing this?"
Trying not to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those like realizations where you're like mid-step and you're like, wait a second, and it's like, oh no. And so
think so little of me.
Correct.
Gee.
Gee, I wonder why.
So yeah,
I was thinking about.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about something.
Okay.
Why not we use our drum as bait to get to Bruce?
Okay. Are you bringing this up to like Nabeen downstairs or something?
Yeah, and like thinking out loud.
And if you're thinking out loud, Artron is like, oh, is Bruce that like really scary tattoo lady?
That's for the record, I'm putting corruption on my shit.
That's a good call. Yeah, that is a corruption thought.
Just ping pongs between the two of them, watching, like pulls out this little like box of period specific snack food.
Like,
just like
beef jerky or rations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ardron is like, Bruce is that like that scary lady, right?
Let it be her.
Why would I need to be bait for her? She's on our team.
Well,
So simple-minded.
I don't think she's really on our team.
He looks to Ardron looks to Nabeen. I'm depersonalizing, and says, "Wait, she was at the fort. We're all people."
Yeah.
He says, and looks at his hands, and
He doesn't seem to think so, but and she just kind of shrugs. I have said before that I don't trust her, and I think she needs to be stopped. And
we are all in the same team, but she has different goals.
Yeah, we're playing football. She's playing cricket.
Yeah, something like that.
And
So
Ardron's like,
you will be.
We're playing
You will be
football. She's
perfectly
playing
safe.
football.
so
the superior sport.
you think that because obviously I'm a rat. You want me to lure her? Where?
Why would she go after him
I
anyway?
need to. Yeah.
Well, she might go after any rat that sees her, that discovers her.
And Ardron says,
but-
and I want to preposition this as I'm not agreeing yet to whatever this plan is. I'm just a little confused.
You ought to
You
be
always
pretty
have
happy. Normally, your
Ardron
sister just starts her
something
plans without
understood.
asking anyone.
And he says, that seems correct. I could vouch for that.
Did he really ask though? I mean, he's just kind of thinking aloud.
Yeah, and Ardron will say, like,
no.
this plan, I haven't been asked yet. We're doing it right now. This is happening right now.
You don't ask things for people that's going to say no. You just do it.
Spoken like a true salesman.
Nesgrin, that phrase is the source of all of the trouble in your life, almost for sure.
I love that.
So you think this Bruce is gonna try and stop you?
We don't know, but you just stop her just in case. Because if she kills the god, then there's no way to bring him back. So
I mean,
we don't have
I
to kill her. We just have to, like, I don't know, put her in jail for like 10 to 20 years.
I mean, I'm willing to help, but
Good.
and he's like, well, wait, and is cut off. That's
Good
so
night.
funny. Good. Yep. All right. Lights out. Upstairs, the door frame before Hart and Celine thrums with energy, and Celine, having searched the soul scientist's brain, knows that you have to cycle the door.
So Hart doesn't know that.
No.
So he looks at it and he kind of makes a frustrated, we need more than one soul.
You just need to chill, okay? Memories tell me
What do you mean? What did
otherwise.
you see? What do you mean?
So did I need to cycle continue?
Yeah, so you remember that when you threw all the levers, all three doors opened, right?
Yeah.
You need to shut the door and reopen it.
Oh yeah, well I was
to-
doing that.
Yeah.
I just want to know where this portal's gonna go when I do that.
Oh yeah, so you need to roll for that.
What do I need to roll?
Scrutinize is probably the best.
On your belly.
And is this before you do the lever, probably?
Yeah, it'll probably be before I do the lever. Any bonus or anything, or just basic?
No.
Okay.
Roll good. That's
I
the
want to
opposite
spend a
of good.
fortune point.
All right.
Sir, that's the opposite of good.
I know. There we go.
There you go.
You search your body's memory, and the name Master Cracktooth surfaces.
Master Cracktooth?
Master.
Master.
Master. Master.
Okay.
Careful with that.
And you emotionally associate, your body sort of involuntarily reacts that Master Cracktooth is irritating. He's a little bit scary. He's an idiot and heavily associated with fighting and muscle and that sort of thing. And this doorway portal, you associate with that Skurzak.
Okay. Associate with that?
It's probably like his office.
Okay, so I'll open the portal?
You gonna do the door?
Well,
Yeah.
Heart's like demanding for you to tell him like what you figured out.
I'm figuring it out. It's gonna make a portal. I just don't fully understand where. Except for maybe to this person I just realized. And then she flips it.
Okay, so you are at the lever. Where is Heart?
I'm following her because I don't.
Okay, so you're at the lever too. What do you guys do after Celine flips the lever?
I wait.
Well, you'd have to go back up to the doors.
Yeah, so you are down on the second floor because that's where the levers are.
Okay, I thought there were levers up top, so because they opened the doors up there themselves.
Yeah, they did, but it wasn't with the like needed contraption for the sequence. There were like overrides or whatever in the top floor. Okay, so let's. Oh, you guys are still on the map.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna go up and see what the hell happened.
I
thought we were up there with another lever.
Oh yeah, sorry, that wasn't clear. So you guys meander your way back up, and immediately when you get to like the top of these stairs here, you can see that this rightmost door is very familiarly portaled, just like the philosopher created for you. Obviously on a much smaller scale, but is that same sort of chaos, winds of magic, distortion of reality that's opaque. You can't see through it, but is occupying that doorway.
Interesting. My only concern, can I use witch sight on this? I want to use witch sight on this door.
Roll for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a D100.
Should I be ready for a fight?
Okay.
I don't know.
And so what are you trying to glean?
I want to kind of do like I did with the philosopher. I want to know how many times I can go through this before it dissipates.
Oh yeah, so you walk up and like touch the door frame. And this has a surprising number of uses. You get the sense that this could be left open and used indefinitely, as far as like trying to measure the amount of use. There is some kind of high efficiency soul processing going on that even, and I'll say like as you're sort of accessing the magic resonance of this, you are realizing that the Skurzak have been using this technology and perfecting it to the point where, for their own convenience, they dispense of excess soul energy when they like close the portal and just use another soul to reopen it when they want to, because they can. They could just leave it open, because the way that they're like using this like these souls,
they just sacrificed them without a care. We're done with
but
this.
yeah,
If we want to move on, we can.
It's they are purely disposable to the Skurzak, where, you know, like whenever they would be done with this portal to wherever it goes, they would just close it, and the rat that they had used, their soul would dissipate into the winds of magic, and whenever they wanted to open it again, they would just go grab another soul and do it again.
So these souls is sort of like an oil allegory.
Similar, yeah.
This is some global warming, wasteful consumerism.
Yeah, and you thinking back to the philosopher and the portal that you took here, he made it very clear that he is like a finite resource, and you're sort of beginning to think that it's because the portal that he made is like purely like ad hoc magic that he had to manifest on the spot, and the Skurzak have just been like refining this down to a science where they're like, we can take any Skurzak, power a portal across distances unknown, and because we're so used to this, we're just like, oh, just throw it away when you're done.
Huge. Holy shit.
The
Okay.
plastic straw of
I'm gonna
teleportation.
follow me, Hart. We're going in.
He gets his
Well,
weapon out.
maybe give me
before-
half a minute.
Okay, half a minute.
Yeah.
What is going to take place in this half a minute?
I'm going to step in. Like, basically, give me half a minute. If I'm not back, come through. Because
Alright.
if this takes me to this other rat person and there's others around, like, I could just be like, hey, fuck you, I hate you, and then just walk off.
Hart, where are you specifically?
Standing right where I'm at on the map.
Okay, and so Celine, you step into this like
Portal.
for your side of the portal. So you're like walking to the right.
I don't know which way. Yeah, I'm walking to the right because I don't know if it matters which way I go through.
It does. So you step through, you touch the portal, and just like you experienced with the portal here with the philosopher, you are incrementally fly through this tunnel of winds of magic, and as you're like flying through this space, you know, things are blurring past you. You get the sense that you're not traveling terribly far, and as you are in transit, you sense very much like, and it's this like oddly familiar sensation that you're like, oh, like this is like being in the pack of the soul gun. A soul goes past you, and you sense the familiar, irritating, annoying, idiotic presence of Master Cracktooth, and he perceives you, and you get the like mental image of like, goddamn scientist nerd egghead went through the same time as me, and now he zips past and you zip through, and you come out in what is clearly a like general's war room, somewhere in the facility, in what is an active portal in the wall, and it is deserted. And
Hart's counting 7, 13.
You hear and sort of
8?
feel in the vibration of the air a
11?
weird like distortion, and you can see
How many seconds did you want me to count?
from your side of the portal that something is like materializing and passing through on the inside of the big room, like across from the portal from you, and you hear a bellowing voice. What's the portal for?
Okay, if I noticed him zip through and this room is empty, I'm going back through after him.
Okay, and
So,
Hart, you hear the voice. God damn it! And
I don't say anything.
he's just standing there. You don't hear anything, until, again, the distortion, Celine in the body of the soul scientist passes through, standing before you, Celine, sort of just a few steps ahead, and I can put a little token or whatever. Having come through the portal just ahead of you is a giant Skurzak. Not quite like tyrant, sort of like troll golem type Skurzak, but tall, built, muscular, jet black fur, easily like 2 heads taller than you. His arms are as long as your legs, and he's just like this giant armored, like, fuck off Skurzak. And he
Was
is
Nate the one talking about a sexy rat earlier?
yeah, this is like if there were
giving me the rat vapors.
if there were Greek gods in the shape of Skurzak, this would be like the Adonis,
like
Hercules.
Rat
Rat Donis,
God.
Hercule rat.
Take his soul out.
It would be Heracles, thank you.
Heracles.
Ooh, that's good.
That is
Yeah.
really good. And so you pop back through the portal. He's got like his hands on his hips. You come up to like maybe just above where his belly button would be. He's looking down at you and he's like, "Why the portal?"
I gotta get him to drop his guards, so there are
Spit it out.
the man people here. What did they call them? Man what?
Man things?
Man things here.
Here? Like the
Yes,
airship?
here. Some of them must have dropped off the airship and they're here in the tower. I need your help.
The airship didn't land. It flew around. Why are there man things here? And he like begins
I
to
don't know. Maybe they dropped off, but there are man things downstairs. I've already lost some people, and I need you here because with you here, like, and kind of since I know they clearly don't like each other, I need your help. Like in a very disgruntled voice.
Well, these things seem to happen more and more often as he strides towards the center door.
The moment he turns his back, zap. I hope it works.
Roll your ranged attack with +10.
Oh, he's got the soul rip protection necklace.
I want to try again
You can try again.
with the fortune point.
There you go.
Critical
Okay.
hit.
Headshot.
So his body must slump to the ground, right?
Yeah, so from Heart's perspective, you're hearing this argument. You're like standing there like maybe with Zweihander ready, and this huge, meaty Skurzak body just like falls limp through the doorway with a flash of green light. And Celine, unlike all of the other ones before, as you zap this guy and as the process of like the lightning is taking his soul, it's almost like a like flash moment of being in the portal again, passing him. He's pissed, like more pissed than you've ever felt anybody, like directing energy of rage directly at you as this feeling like flies into the backpack, and you can still just barely like a voice in the wind feel him being so incredibly mad with you. And there is no other emotion. It is just this like pure white hot rage.
Actually quite scared right now. So she is like like kind of hops over the body, and she's like, "Move!" and rushes downstairs to a body and shoots him into it, because she knows, like, she found her way out. She does not want him getting out. So, like, the dead body, like, down below where I already put
just
one
put
guy,
him in a dead
he's gonna
body.
have company. So.
There are like
Just
2 souls in the same
The
corpse.
same dead corpse.
This is some lit shit.
Yep.
Cause she, like, with that, like, she is terrified. If he gets free, she is fucked.
Think you could make a soul bomb by putting a bunch of souls all in one corpse?
So she's hoping with that, like, things are now back under control.
So do you come back upstairs?
She will, as long as she knows the body is in there. Like, I'll use which side if I have to make sure my thing is empty.
So you know that the pack is empty. This dead body now has 2 trapped souls in it. It's chaotic in there for sure. But
there's
it's
one obviously winning.
Yeah, and there's that sort of, you can perceive a little bit of what's going on. But yeah, still that same like furnace like emanation of pure rage towards, obviously not you, Celine, but you know that these 2 individuals already had a poor relationship, and this has absolutely not helped in the slightest.
Okay. Whatever, they can have at it. I'll go back upstairs and be like, whew, we're good.
And as you approach, I'm just gonna look. I'm pointing like at the big body, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll have that body."
Oh, we're gonna have fun, but first we gotta. If I go flip the switch and shut the door, does it use up the soul, or do they literally have to manually purge it?
It just uses it up. The machine, the machine just like dispenses it into the aether.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to go get another soul, as much as I don't want to. I was hoping I could reuse the same one, but they're really fucked up to just not have like a manual purge, just automatically when you shut it, purge it. So I gotta go find another one from the shitty Riptooth clan. So that's 3 more corruption.
Yep, 3 more corruption.
And then
I didn't tell you to do it this time.
I know.
I mean, so Hart, you have now learned what this does. It uses life to make temporary convenience.
I didn't know about the purging it when she shuts it.
Yeah, so I mean, you like when she shuts the door and the portal disappears and the machine goes quiet and everything, you understand. It's like the way that they've been operating this magical like technology in society is disposable like soul power. It is
Goals.
I guess I should say should be aberrant. Like oh, I want to pop. I could walk across the gangways and get to this office on the other side of the facility, but I could also just take the soul of a living thing, power my portal machine for 5 minutes, pop over, pop back, and dispose of this soul into the aether.
Right, that's fucked.
It just sounds like slavery with fewer steps.
It is, yeah. It's very literally like, and now it occurs to you and Celine why there are these pins in this like first floor and why they're just like, they're just there because they need to be batteries.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna go fill it up again.
And it's like, yeah, it's fine. give me another charge.
Why did you close the portal?
It goes to that same place, and we don't want it connected to their fucking war room. Thank God he was the only one in there.
But that would have been our way in.
Yes, I know, but we can find other ways to do this now. But I gotta figure out how it works, and I gotta test this. So she's gonna charge it. She's gonna go down to the lever and focus on Lillian.
But what happened to the soul that we just used?
It's gone. And she will kind of explain. It's like, think about it this way: if like you go and like this thing is charged with this soul, that portal can last basically indefinitely until you close it. They have it set to forcibly purge the soul and get rid of it.
I mean,
they don't have to, but they do.
I knew that I asked you to grab the first one, but I didn't know we were gonna not be able to put it back.
Well, there might be a way, and I could try it, but we will see. That's actually something. But
I love the after the fact, like, oh yeah, maybe we could do that.
Well, I mean, I had to try anyways to see if it would purge it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she will focus on Lillian with this one and like pull the switch and then try and open the portal.
And the middle one?
Like the top one this time.
Okay. This one opens, and are you wanting to like try and investigate?
Yeah, I'll probably investigate.
Do your what did we have you do last time?
To search the memories of where it goes, to scrutinize.
Yeah, scrutinize. Sorry.
I assume that must be. I thought maybe because my memory was of it, but I think I'm starting to catch on now.
Yeah.
Scrutinize. I thought they would go like anywhere they wanted, but okay. Scrutinize. Any bonus?
Via process of elimination. Did I give you a bonus for the last one? 10? This is
10.
20. Yep.
I made it.
And this is before you open the portal?
Before we close and open, yeah.
Before I open it, yeah. Because I want it to go to Lillian, but if it's gonna go somewhere specifically, then I would like to know.
Yeah. So this top one, you search that you've charged your gun, but you haven't put it in the machine yet.
Okay.
You search your memory, and this like sort of wispy, curdling fear rises up as you think about this top portal, and you know instantly that this goes to Shadow Castle somewhere.
Okay. What about the center one?
The center one, again, via process of elimination. This one goes somewhere in the shanty town, and your emotions that you trace with this this memory are more complicated. There's a mix of necessity and relief, and
this is for sure prostitution.
I feel like.
And I'll go ahead and say that there are multiple sort of memory feels associated with this that are not they're disparate. So it's like, you know, you might feel like the tinge of horniness, but then it changes to relaxation, and then it changes to good food, and then it changes to you know
back home.
Yeah, and so that's the sort of vibe.
So there's a lot of emotions tied to it because like a lot of things happen at home.
Yeah, it's instead of being annoying jock war leader or terrifying shadow human person, it's like, oh, this is the one that I take when I need to do one of a dozen different things.
Holy shit.
So home?
Yeah, back where he lives, or we have to go talk. We need to talk about this with Lillian. Holy shit! Like, we have found fucking direct shortcuts to their these places, and we now have a hulking monstrosity that we can use for whatever we want. If we want to go kick the we still don't know what happens if you die in the body, though.
That's true.
Cracktooth armed?
Yeah, he is like armored. He's got a big sword on his hip. This dude was clearly in the process of addressing all of the complicated issues associated with the appearance of an enemy airship above the facility. When his portal door opened, he got super pissed off that the goddamn soul scientist was calling on him, went to go investigate, and had his soul stolen.
But yeah, I need to find Lily. We gotta find Lillian and talk to her. We need to find everyone and talk to them at this point.
Yeah, but at this point it's nighttime, and we don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is getting dark outside. There's still clamor among the facility. You have, those who are outside watching had seen parties go out in various directions looking for the airship. Obviously, Hart and Celine haven't seen Nesgrin, Lillian, or Nabeen for a while.
They failed without telling anyone.
But you would, if you go downstairs.
Oh, yeah, we don't know they left.
Yeah, you don't know that. You don't know anything about what's happening downstairs.
So we'll go down and look for him.
You go down. Nesgrin is in the middle of convincing Ardron to be bait for Agent Bruce, which is like a weird conversation to walk in on. And Nabeen says, "Oh yeah, usually she doesn't even ask people about these plans." And Ardron goes, "Well, she's not asking me now." And you join the conversation. And Lillian is nowhere to be found.
Guys, I discovered something amazing, and where's Lillian?
Doesn't want to be bothered.
But we have portals to the Shadow Keep, the guy's home, and their war room. Speaking of which, I also have basically killed their general, who is honestly would have been terrifying to fight. He's like 2 times my size, and I look over at Hart, and probably like 3 times stockier than Hart. No offense, Hart.
It's okay, we can take his body now.
Nav just kind of rolls her eyes, and I'm just like, all right, come on. And I will lead them over to Lillian.
You hear, way before they get to you, the clunking and scraping and rubbing of leather and steel as this soul scientist, piloted by Celine, is escorted by Nabeen and Hart out to your solitude overlooking the sun-setting valley. Beautiful pastel colors this is a little when Rhiannon was a child, she came up with a description for what a sunset looks like, and I think it's adorable. The description is sky blue pink is the name of the color, and it is that like beautiful mixture of gradient colors. And so you are having a wonderful time, Lillian, lost in thought, contemplating what has occurred leading you to this point, and all of a sudden, like, scrape, clunk, coming towards you from behind.
Oh man, as a player, I feel so bad, but Celine just has no idea that, like, Lillian is fuming and super pissed at her right now.
You're thinking of, was it, what was the wolf's name? Ghost?
Stalker,
yeah. Thinking of Stalker.
Noble sacrifice.
Yeah, and up from behind shuffles the huffing rat body of Celine.
What?
We discovered something. Those doors upstairs, they're portals. One leads to their war room. One I'm terrified to even go through because this body is terrified to go through, is the Shadow Keep. The other is back to his house. Also, I have basically killed their general, which is probably good and a bad thing because he is now going to be missing. But he was also like 2 times my size right now and 3 times as stocky as Hart.
Okay. So
So-
it sounds like we have a few good headings.
Okay.
Places
Yeah.
we can go.
But I just like with the general gone, I don't know how long we have. Obviously, we all need to like rest and take a breather. But like, I figured this was important enough that we should like be brought up to people and to their attention.
Well, I appreciate you talking to us before making any wild decisions. It certainly seems like we didn't make any crazy, aggressive actions while only part of us were involved. So luckily there's that we didn't do that.
I
Just
just
like,
sort of lean in towards
okay.
Celine. I probably should have mentioned that she's really pissed off at you.
What did I do this time?
I'll let her tell you.
Oh no.
It's just happening like audibly
She
right in
doesn't-
front of you, right?
Yeah, like
She
literally.
doesn't know, like she knows like when she pulled the lever it caused problems. She's like sorry, but she doesn't know how bad it was, and she also probably doesn't even think about the wolf that's gone because she like that hasn't been around because
Yeah.
she's been so focused, and the wolves haven't been around long, and she's just like got her own thing going on.
And I don't think Celine has literally ever physically been in the basement.
No,
Like,
she's
literally
just
has
not
never-
gone down there.
Never perceived it in any
Yeah.
way.
I punch you in the face.
Amazing.
Simple.
After hearing you be like, why is she mad at me?
Just like
Just punch you in the face. And I say,
God,
"You wanna
that's worse
see-
than being hit in the nose normally.
you wanna see why I'm pissed? Maybe go check out the fucking slaughterhouse that is the basement. Don't worry, only half the blood on the floor down there is mine."
She just kind of looks at like Nav and Hart, and it got crazy in the basement, huh?
Yeah, when a bunch of doors opened up suddenly, and a bunch of horrific, mangled, bladed rat creatures came out.
Oh.
And her wolf died.
And then her eyes get wide, and she's like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, so I'm really glad that you got to become a mother. A nice, caring, loving, affectionate mother. It's great. You brought life into this world. That's really wonderful.
She just looks down and just kind of. I don't even know if her whiskers twitch or what.
Yeah,
or what's
there's
happening,
probably
but-
some like involuntary emotional reactions
Right.
that probably don't really comfort Lillian at all.
No.
No, I'm sure not at all.
Yeah, it's like
Celine just looks at the ground and she probably stays that way for a bit, and then she just turns and walks, head downtrodden and a bit slower, but she walks off. She's at a loss right now.
I grit my teeth. Then I shout after you as you're walking away. Yeah, maybe go take that general body and learn something fucking useful. Try not to bring the whole damn campus down on us. And then I sit back down.
it's to me it's very interesting to think of Celine being sad, because it's such a like
sad.
Lillian is the first,
Yeah,
if not
like-
what she considers to be her first and possibly only friend that she has ever made, and she has fucked it up horribly. Like, she grew closer when she apologized and explained her thinking, and has tried to learn like empathy, and has fucked things even worse.
Well, I don't. It's like it's worse because, like, yes, you are making worse decisions, but you also feel them now.
Yeah.
Now that you realize that the other people's
Right.
feelings are
Yeah, they matter.
consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean is like it's like it's super sad, obviously, for Lillian and like the problems that she has endured, but also like Celine's childlike like perception of the world kind
It's
of be
crumbling.
yeah, like crumbling as she realizes like I can't just be egocentric all the time. is very sad to me. And it's also just super compelling as you're trotting away, being shouted at by this like friend maternal figure.
On her way back, it kind of changes to a normal walk, but like she's not all there. She is very focused on learning everything she can from this body, and she's gonna head upstairs to the other one.
And Hart and well, yeah. So now it's Hart and Nabeen and Lillian standing. Well, the two of you are standing behind Lillian as she turns to watch the final seconds of the sunset. Hart, give me a scrutinize is probably the best. Actually, Hart and Nabeen, give me a scrutinize.
And I think I'm looking less at where the sunset is and looking a little bit further south, actually.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So Nabeen, you unfortunately give a little glance at Lillian's back. You kind of shift your eyes to Hart, look at the ground. Hart, you catch all of this, and you know that she told Lillian. And that is where...
I'm trying to hide it anyways.
Yeah, I guess that's probably fair, too.
Have you played the same game with the same character I have?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so even like you're probably not even thinking about it at this moment. You're probably thinking about how much Celine is fucked up. And Hart, you pick up on these like subtle cues, and it kind of occurs to you standing with the two of them. You're like, oh no, Lillian knows now. And that is where we will end this episode of Scarlet Sash Stories. The Sash bearers fraying at the edges.
Yeah, at the worst possible time.
Yeah, in amongst the enemy in the like heart of the darkness that has cursed this world. Truly amazing. Good job, guys. And so we will end it there. This has been Scarlet Sash Stories, a partnership between Fiends and Friends, which is us, and the ZweihanderRPG team. We air this show generally every Friday, starting at 9 Central, going until about midnight Central. Next week, and I need to check with some of the other showrunners. I'm pretty sure there is another show airing at this time that we are giving deference to. And so
next week,
and I will update you guys.
Next week I will be in Kentucky.
So that should work out fine. Because they were planning to start this weekend, but needed to shuffle some cast around. And so I think they're starting next week, and we'll be doing alternating weekends for like 2 or 3 weeks. And so we almost for sure will not be airing next week. It'll be a different show by a different showrunner that you should check out. But in the meantime, Fiends and Friends also has plenty of other content for you to enjoy. So next, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, which if I look at my calendar, I could tell you the number of, the 16th of May will be another episode of Forbidden Frontier, which is our D&D 5th edition Weird Western campaign, which is kicking off to a rootin' and tootin' start. And then the 18th, which is a Wednesday, is probably gonna be a Fleeting Fiends episode of Liminal Horror. Does that
the
sound...
18th I can do, yeah. I
Yeah.
can't do the 11th.
Can't do the 11th, but the 18th would be a 2-part one-shot of liminal horror starting on the 18th and probably concluding the 25th of May. Liminal horror being a indie TTRPG inspired by I just forgot what that game was called.
Well, I don't know if it is directly.
I mean, it's so close.
It feels directly inspired by the game World of Horror.
Yeah, World of Horror.
Another indie horror, Junji Ito, Eldritch,
Yeah.
Lovecraftian sort of nightmares.
So yeah, check us out. Those
Sounds
coming
pretty
dates, the 16th and the 18th. And then we'll see you on the 20th for more Scarlet Sash stories here on the Zweihander channel. Thank you for watching. We really love doing this. We're having a great time. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.